I'm really excited because I'm going to be doing a thrifting tips video for you guys today. As you guys all know, I have been going thrifting a lot lately. I have a lot of thrifting hauls out. Well, not a lot, but I have like one out right now. And I think I have two. But either way, I've just been really into this wondrous world of thrifting. And I realized that a lot of you guys probably have never gone thrifting. From what I've seen in the comments, a lot of you guys are like, why would you want old people's clothes? I don't understand why you would go through old junk. So I decided that I wanted to get some of you guys into this. And maybe you looked up this video to see some tips on thrifting because this is your first time thrifting. So get excited because it's a wonderful life when you discover thrifting. Basically what this whole video is going to be is overall just what you should expect for thrifting and how to get the best junk. Yeah! Completely joking when I say junk because let me tell you, I find gold when I go thrifting, literally. This isn't that big of a deal, but the sweater that I'm actually wearing right now is DKNY and I got it for $5. So there you go. Basically what I would consider thrifting is anytime that you go somewhere like Goodwill, Savers, I don't know where else you would go, Buffalo Exchange, any place like that, that basically buys old junk and then sells it back to you. I would consider that thrifting if you buy said old stuff. Or new stuff. You never know what you're gonna get when you go thrifting. Let me tell you, where your location is literally does not matter. I have gone thrifting where I live numerous times and I find great stuff, and let me tell you, I live in like redneck central. Clearly you can find good stuff anywhere, so don't be limited by where you live because that is complete and utter nonsense. You can find good stuff anywhere. Trust me, you really can. Thrifting's awesome. That's why I do hauls of it, and that's why a lot of other gurus on here do hauls of it, because it's inexpensive and it's something easy to film and something you get really easily excited about because you find great stuff. Tip number one would be definitely to keep your expectations low at the beginning of your search in the thrift store. For me in particular, when I first started going thrifting, I was really upset because it would take me forever to find anything. You have to go through so much stuff to find good stuff. I say that, but you could really find good stuff. Like your first piece could be like DKNY, oh my gosh, or the last piece you see before you leave the store could be like Burberry, oh my gosh, you never know. While I'm talking about brands in particular, another thing that I would remember when going thrifting is to not just look at labels. I was looking through my Savers and I saw this really cute green sweater and I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm picking that up. So I got it. I looked at the tag and I was like, I don't even know what this brand is. I don't care about this, but whatever, I'll just buy it anyway because I think it's cute. So I bring it home and I showed it in my video and I was like, oh, it's called like Sparkle and Fade or something like that. And every single comment I got was like, oh my gosh, they sell that at Urban Outfitters and you got that for like $5. Oh my gosh. And I realized that even if you like don't find amazing designers at first, you can find really great, like not as well known designers without even realizing it, if that makes sense. Like I would have never known that that sweater was originally $70 if I hadn't looked at the tag and been like, oh, it's Sparkle and Fade, and one of you guys would have told me. So yeah, and even if it's not a super nice brand that you picked up, if you like the thing, buy it anyway. So definitely look at labels, but don't obsess over them. Another tip I would say is to keep the stuff that you think you really like and walk around the store in it, just like you would shopping anywhere else. Think about it before you buy it. The one problem with thrifting, I would say, is that since everything is so cheap, you feel like you can buy everything in the store. It's really easy to go from trying to buy like a $2 sweater to end up buying like $150 worth of stuff that you probably will never wear, but you were just like, God, it's $1. Yeah, it's $10. Yeah, like freak out session, buy everything. Don't go crazy because it can get really messy really fast and you really don't want to have to carry in all that clothing and find a place in your wardrobe for it. Trust me, been there, done that. For instance, I just bought this awesome jacket. This awesome like 80s jacket, which I do in fact love. Only problem is it's like February, it's about to be springtime, and I just bought a winter jacket that I really don't need, and it was probably I think $15, maybe $10. But do I really need it in my closet, or is it just gonna take up space? I probably should have just left it on the rack. Don't just buy things because they're cheap, because a lot of times they're cheap for a reason. I know it sounds bad, but you can find really good stuff and really bad stuff at Savers. A lot of times a Forever 21 top that has holes in it will be the same price as a Dior sweater. You never know. Another good tip while going thrifting is to set a price for yourself. If it's your first time thrifting, you can set yourself a higher or a lower standard, but just kind of find what your niche is for that, because a lot of times what you'll do is you'll realize what you really need and what you really don't need, and what's just gonna like rot in your closet, because that's not good. Just set yourself a price point and stick to it, because things can get real crazy real fast, like I said. Next tip is to not ignore the jewelry section. Oh my gosh. You can find awesome costume jewelry and real hardware jewelry in Savers or in Goodwill or somewhere for really, really cheap. These two rings that I'm wearing right now, one on my thumb, which I'm obsessed with, and one right here. So both of these, this one was $2 and this one was $3. And both of them are really, really cool pieces. Neither of them turn my fingers green, which is a miracle. And they're cheaper than Forever 21 jewelry. So seriously, pay attention to the jewelry because I find great stuff there every single time. And the other thing I love about it is that I am super duper forgetful about my jewelry. If I have a really important piece to me, I will never wear it because I will ruin it or accidentally throw it away or accidentally lose it. I promise you, it's really bad. When I can go to Savers and find jewelry for super duper cheap and not feel that bad if I lose it, that is like a godsend for me because I lose everything, no joke. Basically, don't leave any section untouched in the place that you're at. If they have really cool purses, you want to know about it. If they have good shoes, you want to know about it. One thing I will say about the shoes though is to be careful, I guess. I don't really like going in the shoe section as much unless I'm looking for like leather or something like that, because personally for me it feels kind of icky wearing used shoes unless they're pretty fairly new or are really, really valuable. I understand like vintage fry boots or something cool like that if you found those. But if you're looking at some old tennis shoes, I really honestly would not buy them even if they look cool because that's just kind of gross. I don't know, that's just me though. I mean, if that's not against your standards, then go ahead and buy them. But for me personally, I'd rather save my money and buy a giant puffy jacket for $10. Another thing to keep in mind when you're thrifting is to remember what would actually work in your wardrobe and not. I got this YSL jacket a while back and I showed it to you guys. I got it about a week and a half ago, I think. It looks like this. It's actually super duper cute on now because when I first bought it, it was $5 and it had these huge shoulder pads in it, which were horrible. They were absolutely hideous. Chopped out the shoulder pads and now the jacket is super duper cute. And if I hadn't realized that, I would have bought this and just put it in my closet and it would have just sat there and collected dust, even though it's YSL. If you know you can fix a piece, then fix it. Like my YSL jacket, I cut the shoulder pads out of it and now it's really, really cute. So yeah, that's like a really important thing to keep in mind when you're thrifting, that not everything is valuable even if it has a really, really high-end name like YSL, Dior, Chanel. I've yet to see something Chanel where I go, but I mean, I'm sure there will be something popping up sooner or later. Another thing that I think is so important, this is probably one of the #1 things that I could tell you guys, like really, really important when you go thrifting. Don't stay just in your size section, okay? Because a lot of times what will happen is things that are higher designers will not actually have a size tag in them. So the employees will just look at it and be like, oh, it looks like a large, so they'll put it in the large section. So you never really know exactly what could be in what section. For instance, the sweater that I got is a large. And, well, it was called a large. It doesn't even have a large tag in it. It was actually a small, but it looked large, so they put it in the large section. It's because it's an oversized sweater, dress, sweater kind of thing. I dug through a lot of like the extra larges and the larges and found this, even though I'm an extra small or a small. So it does not matter what size you are. Go to any size range. It does not matter. That is basically all I want to tell you guys about thrifting. If you have any more questions, let me know. I will be having my first thrifting lookbook out in the next couple days, which I'm really super excited about. I can't wait to show you guys it. And yeah. Also, I want to know what you guys want to see on my channel, so please in the description box write down at least 2 or 3 video ideas for me. And I will be eternally grateful to you guys because I really super duper want to make videos that you guys want to see. So please comment. So thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you guys next time. Bye!